Well, hello and welcome. I'm Colin Daniel from riffninja.com, and we're here today to take a look at the Triplet Strum. And this is a series of 3 lessons, starting with number 1, which is this one here. And I'm going to introduce the Triplet Strum. What's all this triplet stuff about? Well, in rhythms, we basically have 3 basic note groupings. We have the obvious one, which is the single quarter note, right? Or quarter or 1 full beat, a note that represents 1 full beat. Then we have the 2/8 notes. That's a 2 group, and that's an even number. And then we also have the 4/16, which is the equivalent to 2/8, right? But what we have with the triplet is 3 notes that are played at an even time duration. And that gives it an odd feel because it's an odd number, right? You've got 3 notes. So the 2s and 4s, like the 8s and 16s, they work well together. But the triplet's a bit of an oddball. It doesn't work well with the 8th notes or the 16th. It works okay with a quarter note. And this is what it's about. It's the odds and evens, because what we have with all of our strum possibilities is we have the odd groups and the even groups, and that's pretty much it. And it's just a blend of those groups, right? And the triplet is basically 3. If we're applying the strum, if we were applying it to picking, it would apply to 3 even picked notes, even time notes, depending on the speed of the music. So the speed has something to do with this, how fast you're playing your notes. The tempo of the music, which is the speed of the music, will affect it. And I'm just going to take a basic A7th chord here. We're going to take a basic 12 bar. At the end, I'll show you how I'm going to apply this. Now, triplet feel works really nicely with a thing called a dotted 8th, which in my 3rd lesson I'm going to talk about. But it's not the place to start. It's better to start with the triplet and then infuse that into the dotted 8th. So here's an A7th bar chord. Now, if you can't play a bar chord, then you can play the open A7th, and it'll work just as well. And I'm just going to give you, compare quarter notes to triplets so you can get the feel for it first, right? That's the first thing you want to do. So quarter notes, let's pick a medium tempo. That's a medium speed, 100, 120 beats. It doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I strum quarters, and I strum them all down, this is the way it be. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I can go down, up, or all downs because, quarter note strum's pretty slow. The triplet thing isn't used as much in the faster songs as it's used in slower blues, right? Now, compare quarter to triplet. Well, if your quarter beats or your quarter notes or your quarter strums are going 1, 2, 3, 4, then your triplet would be 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I was doing there was straight quarters for a bar, then straight triplets. But that's not necessarily the best way to handle a triplet in a strum, because you don't usually see like 4 groups of triplets in one bar all lined up together for a straight. This is what they call a straight 8th triplet. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And the trick is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, is to keep the 3 notes in each group steady and then accent the first note of each beat. Now, if you're going really slow, then my strum pattern would be down, down, up, down, down, up. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. But you could also do this. You could go down, up, down, then down again, like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet. That's my favorite way. That feels the most comfortable. You know, and either one of those combinations would work. It just depends on what you feel more comfortable with, which way you naturally lean to. So I'm going to pick the down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Okay? Now, we can create all kinds of variations of strum from this. For example, you could do a quarter, two triplets, and another quarter, and it would be like this. That's for a full bar. We always measure our time and our music in bars or measures. And since I picked a 4/4, because that's the most common, 4/4 meaning 4 beats to the bar, we're going to do a 4-beat group using triplets on the second beat and the third beat. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. You know, that's a very cool strum. And you have other variations. You could go 1 quarter, 1 triplet, 1 quarter, 1 triplet. That's alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet. 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet. That's a very cool sounding strum too. And I intermix these ideas depending on where the song is going to. I'll just have some fun with it. And you just need to take one chord and practice that and get the hang of it. Then after you can put it into a progression that you like, a 12-bar progression or whatever. And here, I've got one more for you. This is one of my favorites. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 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 And I was just messing with a 12-bar using that strum. You could take any chord progression that you know and just, if these chords are out of your reach, like technically, or you don't have the strength yet or the knowledge to do that, don't worry about it. Just take the any chord you know and apply these strums. Just so you can learn from this and follow me, you'd need an A7th chord, you know, for the strum, and that would work too. You can just strum the A7th over what I'm doing and you can get the feel for it. Anyways, if you like this information and you like this lesson, you could get more of this style of lesson and learn a lot more about the triplet strum. I spent a lot of time on this particular course. It's called the Ultimate Blues Course, Stage 3. And Stage 3 deals with just all the different strumming fractioning that you need to know about. This is a good start, what I've given you here, and we've got 2 more lessons to go. But if you'd like, check it out further. This is Colin Daniel from riffninja.com. Over and out.